Okay. And also for, let's just say for TV writers who are looking for coaches or consultants who can help guide them through, say, writing their first pilot or developing their idea as a pilot, even if they are going to stick that script in their drawer for a while, what advice would you give them on what to look for in a coach or teacher or consultant to help them with the writing process?
Well, I absolutely agree with you that no one should be alone in this process. You really get tunnel visioned and need another eye or more than one other eye on your work to make sure that what you think is on the page is really there in terms of the story and in terms of depth of character. So you absolutely need an outside source looking at you. Most people today who are becoming television writers are coming out of the schools. In fact, almost all of the programs that place people in jobs are from submissions that come from the universities in the fellowship programs. So that's really where the work is now. People on staffs of shows are not coming in without previous knowledge. No showrunner has the time to teach the nuts and bolts to anybody. So they expect you to know how to do the job, know your craft before you walk into the room. So you must have teachers, coaches, schools, programs. You must do that. The idea that, well, I watched a lot of television, so I think I can write it is you fooling yourself. There's really more to know than that. And I would say that's also true of any writer, certainly true of theatrical features. Do not be alone. Sometimes people form workshops, support workshops. If they're not able to go to school or they can't get into a school, you're better off with some sort of support system, whether that's individual coaches or whether that's a group of friends. You're better with that than nothing. The idea that you're going to sit home, write a script, send it to somewhere and sell it, not going to happen. Doesn't work that way. They won't even read it. But help is available from you, for example, Gerald. But in addition, other places in other cities, you're not alone in this. And there are fortunately books, but there's also there are YouTube videos that talk about it. But you really need somebody one-on-one looking at your individual work and giving and being honest. You mostly want somebody with experience, though. Somebody who's already done some writing and and some research and just knows the industry.
Okay. And you're speaking of books, we have your wonderful book here. What would you say would be if somebody who wanted to write for TV say, I want to pick up this book, what's the one thing that I need to take away from this?
Well, of course, I think they need the whole book.
Of course.
Other than that, there are chapters in here. There are two kinds of things depending on what you're looking for. There are a number of craft chapters 3 and 4, that are really the nuts and bolts of craft. How to write an outline, how to structure an act, things like that. And we also talk about in the book, I talk about the difference between structuring for legacy networks, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, etc., and structuring for something like Netflix. There's a little difference in what they look for. So there's all the craft aspect. In addition, there are good stories here, testimonials from people who have been there, done that, who will tell you what happened to them and how they got where they're going, and pitfalls. Some of my own, but also some from other people. And so if you're looking to break in, there's a big chapter on that. But before you try breaking in, you really need your work. You really need the script first. I mean, there's nothing to break in with besides your pretty smile. It won't get you there. Uh, Although I will say, getting a job, any job on any show is a good first step. Because once you're there, you meet people, and that's part of the business too.
Okay. Like I said, I think you've given some wonderful advice. I think a lot of people will get a lot of use out of it. I want to say it's just been a real pleasure to be able to talk to you today, and I hope everyone who's ever thought of writing for TV goes and runs out and gets this, writing the TV drama series. And
Fourth edition, make sure you
fourth
get
edition, fourth
fourth
edition.
edition, because earlier editions change, TV changes fast
Right.
and they get out of date.
Right. Fourth edition. So
Yes.
make sure to get it at your bookstore, get it at mwp.com, I believe it is.
Oh, you can get it directly from the publisher at mwp.com. A lot of bookstores are closed, but get it on
Right.
Amazon.
You can get it at Amazon, you get it at mwp.com. And I want to thank you so much for talking to me today. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. It's been a delight.